morning, class.
Good morning.
Good morning. So today we're going to be starting a new unit. Our unit this week is going to be over understanding plain and solid figures. Again, our new unit is going to be understanding plain, not plain like plain Jane, but plain, P-L-A-N-E, and solid figures. The first thing we're going to do is say our content and language objectives. You ready?
Yes.
So we're going to read the content objectives first. And the first content objective says, I'm going to read it and then you can follow, okay? We're going to read it twice. I'll read it the first time. You'll read it the second time. Ready?
Ready.
I can recognize shapes based on their attributes. Repeat. I can recognize shapes based on their attributes. Great job. Our second content objective is I can draw shapes based on their attributes. Repeat. I can draw shapes based on their attributes. Good job. Our standard that we're going to be covering today is MGSE 2G1. Our language objectives. Our language objectives today, we have quite a few. We're working on the WIDA standards, level 1 and level 3, which are developing standards. So our language objectives, I'll read them and then you repeat. You ready?
Ready.
I can match pictures of shapes to their names. Repeat. I can match pictures of shapes to their names. All right, our second objective. I can draw each shape when the shape is described to me. Repeat. I can draw each shape when the shape is described to me. Good job. Our third language objective. I can read the attributes of each shape. Repeat. I can read the attributes of each shape. And our last language objective today is I can categorize real life objects. I can categorize real life objects. Great job. So we're going to first start off by building some background. And I know you see this great word wall. We're going to get to it in just a moment. We're going to start by watching a video. Our video today gets us started to start thinking about shapes. You ready? Make sure you're paying attention.
Shapes, shapes, everywhere. Around you, around me. Shapes, shapes, different sides. How many do you see? No sides. A circle has 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 no sides.
the shapes that they mentioned in the video. I'm gonna pause that, and we're gonna talk about the shapes they mentioned in the video today. All right. So, who can tell me one of the shapes that was mentioned in the video? Raise your hand if you can tell me.
Rectangle.
Rectangle. We're going to draw a rectangle. Can you tell me how to draw a rectangle? How does it look?
It has two long lines
Two long lines?
and two short.
Two short lines. Awesome job. So this is a rectangle. Repeat, rectangle.
Rectangle.
All right, what other shape did the video talk about?
Circle.
Circle. Now, does circle have sides?
No.
No, circle doesn't have sides. So we're going to draw a circle. Repeat, circle.
Circle.
What's another shape the video talked about?
Triangle.
Triangle. Now, how many sides did a triangle have?
3.
Three.
Oh my gosh, y'all are brilliant. Thank you. And what other shape did they talk about?
Square.
A square. How many sides does a square have?
4.
4. Does a square look like a rectangle?
No.
What does a square look different?
Because a square has 4 equal sides.
4 equal sides. Good job. Did the video talk about any other shapes? I don't think so, right? I think that's all they covered. Great job listening, guys. So we learned about a rectangle, a triangle, a circle, and a square. So if you look at our word wall, we have those words right up here for you to see throughout the class. Rectangle, circle, triangle, and square. Now we're going to add some shapes to the shapes that we learned from the video. So on the video, they only talked about 4 shapes. We're going to add another shape. Now the shape we're going to add kind of looks like a rectangle, kind of looks like a square. What's unique about this shape is that this shape also has 4 sides. This shape is called a trapezoid. Repeat, trapezoid. Good job. A trapezoid looks similar to a rectangle and square because it has 4 sides. Now, one thing we did not talk about with the other 4 shapes is that each shape has these things right here where the lines meet. Does anyone know what those are called? What are those called? Those are called vertices. Repeat, vertices. If you look at our word wall, we have the word vertices up there too. Vertices is another way of saying corners. Those are the corners. So we have, count with me, how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many corners, or what's our new word?
Vertices.
Vertices do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, you guys are great. So that's a trapezoid. The other shape we're going to talk about today is a pentagon. Pentagon. Anybody know what's special about a pentagon? What's special? How many sides does a pentagon have?
5.
5. A pentagon has 5 sides, and guess how many vertices?
5.
5 vertices. Good job. We're going to count it again. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's count the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job, guys. Our next shape we're going to talk about is a hexagon.
Hexagon.
Repeat, hexagon. Can you count how many sides and how many vertices a hexagon has?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, good job. So a hexagon has 6 sides. Now let's count the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. So a hexagon has 6. Awesome job. The last shape we're going to talk about today is an octagon. Can you say octagon?
Octagon.
Great job. And an octagon is special because an octagon has, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An octagon has 8 sides. And can we guess how many vertices? 8. So what we notice is that if there are 3 sides, there are 3 vertices. If there are 8 sides, there are
8 vertices.
8 vertices. Great job. Let's repeat the names of these shapes. Trapezoid, pentagon, hexagon, octagon. Wow, guys, you guys did a great job saying that. Don't forget, we can always look at our word wall to find those words if we get lost throughout class, okay? All right. So now we're going to talk about how these shapes go in categories together. Now, there are some shapes that had something in common, and some of those shapes all had 4 sides and 4 vertices. Which shapes had 4 sides and 4 vertices?
Square.
Square. What else?
Rectangle.
A rectangle. What else? One more shape had 4.
Trapezoid.
Trapezoid. Awesome job. Now these 3 shapes all have 4 sides and 4 vertices. These shapes go in the category called quadrilateral. Can we repeat that word? Quadrilateral. Ooh, can we spell it? Q,
Q.
U,
U.
A. B. D. R.
I.
I. L. A. T. E. R. A. L.
Good job. Quadrilaterals. The word quad, can we guess what quad means?
4.
Quad means 4. So these 3 shapes have 4 sides and 4 vertices. So they all go in the category with quadrilateral. Now the other shapes that had some unique prefixes too are pentagon. The word penta means 5. Good job. Octagon. The word octa means
8.
8. What animal has 8 tentacles?
Octopus.
Octopus. What do we hear in that sounds like octagon?
Octo.
Octa. Good job. And hexagon. Hexa means how many?
6.
6. Awesome job. Any others that we missed?
Triangle.
Triangle. Triangle means, tri must mean
3.
3. Great job, guys. You guys are doing an awesome job. So all of these shapes go in this category. So now you guys can recognize your shapes. And we can recognize them by knowing the names of each shape. Do we remember the names of each shape?
Yes.
Okay. So the first activity that we're going to do is I'm going to call out some attributes. Does anyone know what that word attributes means? So attributes, that's another word on our word wall. Attributes means they're the special things that a shape has. Some special things we talked about in order to recognize shapes were 2 things. We talked about how many sides and how many
Vertices.
vertices. So those are the attributes. You have attributes too. Your attributes are you wear glasses, you have brown eyes, you have long hair, you have brown skin. All of those things are attributes about you that make you special. So shapes have attributes too. Those attributes that we talked about are sides and vertices. Awesome job. The first thing we're going to do to make sure that we understand these shapes is I'm going to call out some attributes about some shapes we talked about, and I want you on your paper to draw a picture of that shape. Can we do that?
Yes.
Yes, so you got your pencils ready? Alrighty, so the first shape I'm going to talk about, this shape has no sides. This shape has no sides. And don't be afraid to use our word wall to be able to write the shape's name. This shape has no sides. Can we hold up our paper so I can see what you drew? What shape is that?
A circle.
Circle. Good job, guys. Good job. That's a circle. Our next shape. Get your papers back. Our next shape. This shape has 5 sides and 5 vertices. What shape is that? Can we draw one that has 5 sides and 5 vertices? I see some people thinking. We're going to make sure to give you guys enough wait time to make sure you have time to answer the question. So don't feel rushed. Which shape has 5 sides and 5 vertices? Make sure you count your sides and your vertices. On your shape, what should we do to make it where it only has 5? You have the name right. Can we change this side so it's flat? So let's erase this side. And let's make it where it's flat going across. And then draw your, from this corner, go straight down. Now count how many sides you have. You did it. Good job. Does everybody have their shape? Which shape is this that we described?
Pentagon.
Pentagon. Good job. All right. This is a hard one. This shape has 3 sides and 3 vertices. Only 3. Which shape has only 3 sides and 3 vertices? Don't forget to use your word wall. 3 sides and 3 vertices. Only 3. Do I see, what shape is that?
Triangle.
Triangle. Awesome job. All right, this next one, this time you're going to draw 3 shapes. All 3 of these shapes are in the category quadrilateral. They're all in the category quadrilateral. The attributes of these shapes is that these shapes have 4 sides and 4 vertices. What 3 shapes have 4 sides and 4 vertices? Four sides and 4 vertices. Four sides and 4 vertices. I'm seeing some good drawings going on. Don't forget to write the names of those shapes you drew. All right. If you put your pencils down when you're done, I'll know you're done so we can talk about those three. All right, so in the quadrilateral category, what three shapes were we looking for?
Rectangle, square, and trapezoid.
Good job. A rectangle, a square, and a trapezoid. We have two more shapes we're going to draw. These two shapes both have an even amount of sides and vertices. Now, we've talked about even numbers in the past, and we're going to talk about them again just for a little bit right now. Even numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8. So these shapes have 6 sides and vertices and 8 sides and vertices. Which two shapes am I talking about? Which two shapes am I talking about? One has 6 and one has 8. Which shapes are left? Which shapes are left? Awesome job, guys. There you go. You got it. Good job. I like how you're circling where your vertices are. It helps you count them, right? Using that skill that I modeled on the board definitely helps you. All right, so the last two shapes, what were our last two shapes?
Hexagon and octagon.
Good job. Which one had 6?
Hexagon.
And which one had 8?
Octagon.
Good job. All right, guys, so what I want you to do now is close your notebook, and we're going to do a little matching activity. Our language objective says that I can match pictures of shapes to their names. I can match. So we want to make sure we know how to match those shapes. So you have one worksheet that you're going to complete. This worksheet is a matching worksheet. So on this worksheet, you're just going to draw a line from the picture of the shape. So you have to recognize the shape. You're going to draw a line to the name of the shape. If you have questions, be sure to raise your hand, okay? And don't forget, our word wall gives us those words so we can see it. All right? Here we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We finished? All right, let's read the names of those shapes that you have. What's the first one?
Rectangle.
All right, the next one?
Oval.
The next one?
Circle.
The next one?
Triangle.
Triangle.
Next?
Hexagon.
Next?
Square.
And the last one?
Pentagon.
Was there a new shape on there?
Oval.
Oval. Let's add oval to our word wall. What's an oval look like?
It looks like a circle, but stretched out.
It looks like a stretched out circle. No, I love that definition you gave. It's a stretched out circle, right? Oval. Can we draw oval with our fingers? Oval. Good job. Good job. So on your matching, I'm going to take those up so I can make sure I look over them. It's not for a grade. I just want to see to make sure you understand which shape is which, okay? Thank you guys so much. For time's sake, I'll give you guys this back tomorrow, okay? All right. So the next thing we're going to do, we've matched our shapes. We've been able to recognize them by name. Our next activity requires you guys to use this large poster board paper. All right? So on this paper, I've created a graphic organizer. And tomorrow you'll get an individual graphic organizer. But for today, we're going to draw it on our big paper, okay? This graphic organizer allows us to categorize our names of our shapes, the pictures of our shapes, and the attributes of our shapes, okay? So I filled in the names for you. You have to draw the picture and then tell me the attributes of the shape. Now, I told you in our objectives, our language objective says, I can draw each shape. So we want to make sure that you know how to draw each shape. You also have to be able to read the attributes. So once you complete your graphic organizer, I want you to take turns reading the attributes to each other, okay? This activity won't take us long, about 10 minutes, and then we're going to move on to our next thing to do. So I'm going to give you time, and each of you have a marker in front of you. One is blue and one is red. You know why I gave you two different color markers? Because I can tell who's doing work, because I want to see both colors on our graphic organizer. Okay?
Okay.
All right, you got about 10 minutes to complete this activity. I forgot one new thing. You also at your table have real life objects that are printed out on paper that I want you to put beside the shape. So we're going to do the first one together, okay?
Okay.
Our first one says triangle. How do I draw a triangle?
You draw
How many sides do I need?
3.
All right, and how many vertices?
3.
So that's a triangle, right? And you said 3. Can you write 3 for me? 3 sides and
3 vertices.
3 vertices. Now, who has a picture of a triangle? A picture of a triangle. This is a yield sign. Have you ever seen a yield sign when riding in the car?
Yes.
Never seen one? Yield means slow down, but you don't have to stop. Just slow down. So you're going to put this picture, you can put it right next to your shape if you want to. Where you draw your picture, just put your real life picture right next to it, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to give you about 5-10 minutes to get started on this activity. You ready?
Ready.
Go for it. Yes, I got you. There you go.
Thank you.
And you can talk to each other, okay?
Okay, square. I'm gonna do that. 3, 4. 4. 4. Okay. This one. And this one. You do that. Now we have to put the picture too. So here go to TV. Okay. Okay, now you can do it. Now I'm gonna do this one. 4, 2, 3. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's right.
Good job.
I did the picture too.
I think it's the table.
What about the door? I think it's the door.
Yeah. The
Yes,
door
it's
is
the door.
more table.
Okay. Circle.
I hear some good math talk going on.
It has no size, so I think it's
Yeah, it's like that size.
0, I think.
Yeah,
0 size and 0
vertices.
Good job.
zero looks like
A circle.
It does. Where's your real life picture?
this one.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Trapezoid.
Trapezoid.
It has 4, remember? Yeah, that's the one. Like that.
Which is
Okay. And
pentagon.
pentagon.
Pentagon. So
I think it's like a house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think.
1, 2.
Okay. Picture. Let's see.
Pentagon.
This one.
Oh yeah, that's the
That looks weird. What is that?
It's a real building. Pentagon.
okay, hexagon. Hexa. Hexa. 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see. Which one is which? Gotta count 'em. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's
This
not
one's
this.
6.
It's
That's that one.
okay, and the last one, octagon. Octagon is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so
And this one will be a picture. And 8.
Awesome job, guys. So now I know that you can draw each shape. Now, can you read to me the attributes of the shape? We're going to start with you. What's this shape?
a triangle. It has 3 sides and 3 vertices.
Good job. What about this one?
A square has 4 sides and 4 vertices.
Your turn.
Rectangle. It has 4 sides and 4 vertices.
Circle has 0 sides and 0 vertices.
A trapezoid has 4 sides and 4 vertices.
Pentagons have 5 sides and 5 vertices.
A hexagon has 6 sides and 6 vertices.
And the octagon has 8 sides and 8 vertices.
Great job, guys. Now, what we would do when we had our room, we will put our great graphic organizer on the wall. And when we have the rest of our class here, we will walk around the classroom doing a gallery walk, reading what's on everybody's graphic organizer to make sure we all understand, okay?
Okay.
For right now, we're going to move this one out the way. Great job, guys. All right. So we know how to match the pictures of the shapes to their names. We know how to draw each shape when the shape is described to you. We did that in our notebooks. We know how to read the attributes of each shape. And we also know how to categorize real life objects. And those real life objects we saw were a yield sign, a stop sign, a door, a trapezoid table. What else? What was another picture we saw?
We saw TV.
A TV. What was the circle one?
A clock.
A clock. Good job, y'all. So those are some different ones we saw. And for the hexagon, you saw something that says bzzz.
Oh, bees.
Beehive. Yes, the honeycomb. The honeycomb is shaped like a hexagon. So there are, yes ma'am.
I never seen
Never seen a trapezoid table. They do have them now. In our new classrooms, we usually have, what shape of table is this?
A rectangle.
A rectangle table. But they do make trapezoid tables too. So there's one more shape that we want to be able to recognize. This shape is called a cube. Anyone ever heard of a cube? So the word cube is up here. A cube looks something like a box. Can you say box?
Box.
Box. So a cube looks like what?
A box.
A box. So if you're moving, don't you use boxes?
Yes.
Now the shapes we talked about earlier were all 2D shapes because they were all flat. Now we're talking about a 3D shape. 3D. 3D means three-dimensional. Can you say three-dimensional?
Three-dimensional.
So you can put something inside of it. It has volume. You can put things inside. That's a cube. Repeat, cube.
Cube.
Cube. So what you're going to do today is make a cube out of the materials you have in front of you. You should have some toothpicks and some marshmallows. So, a cube. Now, a cube has more vertices and more sides than a regular square.
Yeah.
Do you know how many vertices and sides a cube has?
Well, it does have 4 because
Square
it
has
has 4.
So it does have 4. Now the difference is a cube has a top
And the bottom.
and a bottom. It has
sides and back.
yes, it has 2 sides. So side,
And bottom.
side, and front and back. So how many? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different faces.
Wow.
So a cube has 6 different faces. So with those 6 faces, let's just think. How many vertices and sides do we need?
Well, we're going to need 8 for the bottom and the top.
You'll need 8. So it's 8 vertices. So you need 8 marshmallows. Those are going to be your vertices. So get you 8 marshmallows. And you're going to need 12 sides. 12 sides. So you need 12 toothpicks. 12 toothpicks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And what shape are we drawing?
A cube.
We're doing a cube this time. So we're trying to make a cube out of these. So our marshmallows are vertices, our corners, and our toothpicks are our sides. So we're trying to make a cube. So I want you to try to see if you can make a cube. A cube looks something like a box. Something like a box. Maybe we can make one together. This is pretty cool, right?
Right.
Now we gotta figure out how to make the top. Do we need something standing up? You want to use
Yeah.
mine? I'll use one of mine. this. I think we are doing good.
Sure.
So we didn't need 12 sides. We only needed, what, 8 toothpicks? How many did we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, we needed 12. 12 is right. 12 sides on there.
There we go.
All right, what shape did you just make?
We made
A cube.
cube.
We made a cube. That was our last shape on our word wall. Can we repeat cube?
Cube.
Cube. Good job. So you guys just made a cube. Now, how many vertices does a cube have? Count our marshmallows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices. And how many sides does a cube have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 sides. Great job, guys. So a cube has 8 vertices and 12 sides. Awesome job. And a cube reminds us of what?
A box.
A box. So a box that you put things inside of.
Like this.
Absolutely. That's the difference. So it's not a 2-dimensional shape. It's a 3-dimensional shape. Awesome job. You guys now can recognize all of the shapes for this standard. A cube. Repeat after me. Rectangle. Hexagon. Octagon. Pentagon. Triangle. Trapezoid. Circle. Oval. Square. And cube. Awesome job, guys. We now can recognize all our shapes. We can draw our shapes. We can match our shapes. We can draw each shape based on its when the shape is described to me. So when you have to listen, you can read the attributes. You read them on your graphic organizer. You categorize the pictures of the real life objects. And the last thing we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to play.
Ooh.
Just a little bit. In this box, this is a Melissa and Dove toy. It has all of the shapes we talked about. It's some new shapes too, but they're still in those categories. And what you'll be able to do is make some pictures and play around with the shapes. And as you're playing with the shapes, I want you to talk about them. I want you to talk about how many sides, how many vertices, everything that you see. And then you get to fit them into your shape. Get you some pieces. And if you need any more, you just pull them from here, okay?
Okay.
Does anyone have any questions about what we learned today? I'm so excited that all of our standard was covered. And we did all of that content, language, and everything else. I'm very proud of you guys for today. Thank you for paying attention.
I got a bolt. What you got?
I got a butterfly. It looks pretty big.
It's a triangle right there and a trapezoid.
You got triangles and trapezoid. Oh my gosh. What shape is that big yellow one?
It's a hexagon.
Hexagon. Hexagon has how many?
6.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, guys. Well, as you guys continue to play, take your time. You don't have to rush. I'm excited that we were able to do that. We have other ones you can play with as well. So when you finish one, you can use another one, okay?
Okay.
On the back.
Yes, there's one on the back too. Thank you, guys.